So anyway, I'm here. I'm having a bad hair day. It's not actually working. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, I'm here. So welcome. If this is the first time you've watched, my name is Donna Gray and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator from the scenic rim in Queensland. I sell all things to do with paper crafting, and I teach people and inspire people to create cards from the beginning to the end, step by step. So I love sharing my love of crafting with others, and it's super fun to be here crafting with you today. So, what I wanted to show you, I'm really excited about. We've got a couple of things that I've got new that are happening in my craft studio for this month. So some classes that I've added, and there will be an email going out a little bit later today about our SUITE-A-LICIOUS club. But by all means, please feel free. If you're not on my email list, down in the show more box down below on YouTube, you will see join my email list. If you want to join my email list, you will get emails showing you all the details with registration links of any of the classes, any of the things that I'm doing in my business. Hello, we've got, hey Rose, how you going? We've got Matthew, we've got Shaz, we've got Julie, Margaret. Hello, welcome. Okay, so as I said, I am late. I was planning on getting on here at 9 o'clock, but it doesn't matter. We got here at 9:30, so it's all good. So I'm actually going to have a bit of a play around with one of the bundles that we're using in our SUITE-A-LICIOUS club for this month. So I wanted to give you a little bit of a taste of what this beautiful suite is all about, and show you some of the awesome ribbon that we can use and the milky dots that are going to go with it. Anyway, I will tell you more about it as we go on when we get to crafting. So I'm just going to pop my camera down to my desk so we can just go through just a couple of things, and bear with me while I do this. I know everyone goes, oh my God, get to crafting, and I know what it's like. We all want to see the crafting. I know that. But we just want to let you know a few things that are going on in our awesome Stampin' Up business. So one thing we have is we have an excellent joining offer, and honestly, the offer doesn't get much better than this. $315 worth of product, and you only pay $169. So it gets better. So that's if you're already a crafter, you already have a die cutting machine, and you really just want to get your products at a discount, then this basic bundle is definitely the special to go for. So during celebration, for every $90 that you spend, you earn a free item here in Australia. For every $180 you spend, you either earn two $90 free items, or you earn a free item, a level 2 free item. So they have level 1 and level 2. They've actually just added new extra things to celebration. So if you haven't been to our online store, please jump over onto my online store. You'll find my online store at stampinwithdonnag.com over on my website, and click on shop with me and you will find that. Matthew needs to make his brother a birthday card. Well, best you be getting to it. I might get you crafty and inspired Matthew to make the card. So as I said, we've got 3 joining offers. So this is the basic one where you get $315 worth of product for $169. Or we have one that you can get, the little mini cut and emboss machine, the white mini cut and emboss machine. The difference in adding the little mini cut and emboss machine to the starter kit special is that you pay $210, not the $169. So that's the only difference. Now you can get a white one, or you can get the pretty blue one. So the pretty blue mini cut and emboss machine. So if you're brand new to crafting, I suggest that the cut and emboss machine bundle is definitely the special for you, because you will get a little mini cut and emboss machine. So you will be able to buy stamps and dies and be able to cut out stamped images, because most things will fit through the little mini cut and emboss machine. You will have some dies and some embossing folders that definitely won't fit through the mini, but most things like little flower dies and things will be able to fit through that mini blue one. So if you wanted to jump on that special. So this ends on the 28th of February, people. So they're going to reduce that back down to the $235 that you normally choose. So it's definitely a good bargain. You're getting $65, $75, $80 extra product to what you would normally get on that starter kit special. Now, I have, and I love stamping event that I've actually introduced. And the I Love Stamping event is just letting people know exactly what it's like to be a part of our Wild Heart Crafters team, because we're an awesome bunch of people all over Australia. So it's great fun to be a part of a crafty community. And that's what joining Stampin' Up is all about. So getting your products at a discount, but also being a part of a crafty community that you can get to know other crafty people, plus also get help and get inspiration with your crafting. So that's what it's all about. So getting that starter kit special means so much more. It means being a part of this crafty community. So the I Love Stamping event is an event that I'm holding on the 13th of February here in my craft studio, and I'm also holding an online one on the 15th of February. So for people that don't live close to me and they still want to find out more about our Wild Heart Crafters team, more about Stampin' Up, and also be able to see some cards. So the online event, you're only going to see me create the cards, but it's generally a chance to have a talk and to be able to ask me any questions that you may have when it comes to Stampin' Up, and whether the starter kit is something for you, because there's so many ways that you join Stampin' Up. We join the same way. Everyone joins with the same link. It's just what you want to get out of your Stampin' Up. And I'm the type of team leader that I support you. If you just want to be a hobby person, a discount shopper, then I'm happy for that. If you want to run some small classes or have a couple of customers, a couple of friends that want to buy from you, then I'm happy to support you with that. Or if you actually want to start running it as a business, then I'm definitely happy to help you with that. We have free business training. Our team will get access to free business training. We do a weekly question and answer. A business training video goes up every week. So if you wanted to be a part of that, if you're thinking about maybe running it as a business and earning a bit of money from Stampin' Up, it's hard. It's a very hard job when it comes to running it as a business, but I can give you all the tips and tricks to start to build a solid foundation to your Stampin' Up business. Okay, so also, I have monthly stamps club every month. So my monthly stamps club, I'm about to pop up the options. So if you're in my stamps club, I will be popping up the options in the Facebook group. So I have a Facebook group where we communicate with the monthly stamps club. It costs $50. You get the stamp set of the month. You get a card kit to make 6 cards, and you get a video tutorial showing you step by step how to make the 6 cards. So all you actually need is your own tools and your own ink pads. That's normally all you need to complete the stamps club, because you actually get the stamp set as part of your $50 fee. I also do an upgraded option where you can actually add the dies on if you wanted to buy the bundle. So that's a different price each month, but the basic, which is the stamp set, card kit, and video, you will get for $50. And then I also add the optional upgrade. Now, if you wanted to join, you can actually head on over to my website, which is stampingwithdonnag.com, and I will just pop that website address. Where are we? There we go. I'll just pop that on the bottom of the screen. So stampingwithdonnag.com, and you can click on the monthly stamps club. Now you can actually subscribe to the monthly stamps club. There's a PayPal. You can jump on, you can register, and you can actually subscribe to the monthly stamps club. And if you subscribe, that means that an automatic payment will come out every month, and you will not miss each month. So you will definitely have access. You can cancel that subscription at any time you like, but please head on over to stampingwithdonnag.com and check out that. And if you're interested, maybe subscribe and see how it feels, but you can actually cancel that subscription at any time. So as soon as you cancel the subscription, that means obviously that you're not going to be in the Facebook group anymore. So have a try. It's a great way to get inspiration every month. It's a great exciting thing to see your kit turn up every month. And I can tell you that there's people that have been in my stamps club since the very beginning and absolutely have a great time every month. And sometimes there's stamp sets that they think, I don't know whether I really like that. And as soon as they get their stamps club kit and see the video, they're like, I'm in love with it. So sometimes it's just a case of seeing something used. But and also too, if it turns out that the stamp set that we choose that month is already something that you own, you can swap it out for something to the same value. So you don't get loaded up with two of the same stamp set. All right. So, of course, exciting news. Today we're actually launched our SUITE-A-LICIOUS for this month, which is going to be the Regency Park. So that's why I'm actually using the Petal Park, Petal Park Bundle today, just to give you a little bit of a sneak peek about what the Regency Park is about. I'm going to show you the designer series paper, the ribbon, and the milky dot, so you can see exactly what you're going to get. So our SUITE-A-LICIOUS is a flat fee club that $70, you get a full pack of the designer series paper, and this is the designer series paper. So I wanted to just get this out and show you so you can see. I've already used some of it because I absolutely love it. So you will get a full pack of the paper. So we've got reverse sides, so we've got flower sides, and then, of course, the reverse side is a more neutral pattern. Lots of bright colors, very lovely for spring. So it is a really, really gorgeous set of paper, and really, really nice reverse sides as well. So as you can see, some really, really gorgeous paper. So $70 is how much it costs for the SUITE-A-LICIOUS Club, and you will get a full pack of this designer series paper. You will need the cardstock and the coordinating inks to go with it for you to be able to complete the class, plus the two bundles. So we will be using the two bundles in this class. Now, any of the items that you're going to be needed to finish the class have been added to the registration, so you can actually add the bundles if you like. You can add, if you're missing one of the ink pad colors, you can actually add that at the time of registration. You can even, if you wanted to, I've added that if you wanted to buy an extra pack of the paper because you love the paper so much, or you have trouble cutting the paper and you're a little bit worried about cutting the paper, I've actually added that you can buy an extra pack of paper if you wanted to at the time of registration. So that's the paper. So the stamp set that goes with it is the Petal Park, and also, now where did I put that? Because I only just used it there yesterday. The Sentimental Park is the other one that goes with it. Now, this has just been my Stamps Club for the month. So for the people that have actually done Stamps Club this month, you're going to have this. So you would only need to purchase the Petal Park, and then you could do the Regency Park SUITE-A-LICIOUS with us if you like. Just saying. All right, so it's a really, really great suite. I'll show you the ribbon. The ribbon, I think, is absolutely stunning. I've been using the ribbon so much. So you will get a roll of the gorgeous Night of Navy bordered ribbon. It is honestly the most beautiful ribbon, and a pack of the milky dots. So that's what you get. You get a pack of the paper, the roll of ribbon, and the milky dots, and you also get 2 videos showing you step by step how to make. I do 3 fun folds and Rose does 3 fun folds. So it's with my friend Rose Ward, Stamper's Delight, who's on here at the moment. She's relaxing, having her dinner tonight. So I've got the link down in the show more box down below, and it's also in the description of this video. So if you're on Facebook, you'll find it in the description of the video, just below the heading of the video. If you're on YouTube, you will find it in the show more box down below. Now, everyone says, how do I see that show more box down below? Just where the title is of the video down below, you will see it'll say a little word saying show more, and you can click on that. But you need to be in your Gmail account to be able to see that, okay? And of course, February coffee and card class. So I've changed up the coffee and card class this month, and it's actually going to be a really, really fun birthday class this month. So for the February coffee and card class, it's $40 in person or $50 online. Now, if you're choosing to do the online version, then you will actually need the stamp set. Also, if you're choosing to come in person, my in-person classes are getting very, very busy, people. So my suggestion would be to jump onto my online store, buy the Best Day birthday stamp set, because it's just the birthday stamp set. It's not a set of dies, so it's just a birthday stamp set, and actually register for the class. If you register for the class and you are coming, I've also got the option at registration to actually purchase the stamp set if you wanted to do that. So February coffee and card class is open for registration registration. Registration closes for this on the 15th or the 14th of February. 14th of February, I think it is, which is not long away. So if you want to get into the February coffee and card class, please make sure you jump on and register. And if you need the best day stamp set, please make sure you purchase it. Now, if you're doing it online, you will need a water painter, and also for the people that are doing it in person, you will need a water painter because we're doing watercoloring with this. It's going to come with some watercolor paper, and we're going to be using our ink pads to watercolor. So it's a really, really fun class. So if you're interested in registering for that, you will find that in the show more box down below, there's a registration for February coffee and card class, and in the description of this video as well. And if you're on my email list, you will get emails sent out about it. So registrations are open for that right now. All right, let's move on to the Petal Park. So the Petal Park is a gorgeous stamp set, and I just want to show you the Regency Park here in our catalog. So you can see here we've got the Petal Park Bundle. We've also got the Sentimental Park Bundle, but can you see the gorgeous projects that they've actually created with this suite? It is absolutely stunning. So I'm just going to play around a little bit with one of the cards that they've actually done here in the catalog, which was really, really pretty. So I'm going to start off with a Pearl Party card base, I think I want. And then I'm also going to grab some white cardstock. Now, it has an embossing folder, and I'm probably going to be very, very lucky if I can even find the embossing folder, because I actually used it just recently. I may have put it back away again. You never know. I might have been tidy and tidied up, but I can't imagine that I would have been that tidy, but I may have. And it's called the 3D Weave Cane Weave Embossing Folder. And I don't think it's there. Anyway, I will have to actually get my hands on that, because I can't remember where I actually put it. But I'm sure I will find. Oh, no, that's not it. Anyway, I will find it at a later date. If you knew how busy I've been in my craft studio, you would understand why I've got things missing. All right, so this has got a really, really cute stamp here. So you can see here, it's a two-step stamp set. So you can actually do the outline, and you can also do the solid part as well. So I'm going to grab, I think I'm just going to do Pear Pizzazz, and I might do, I actually want to do Old Olive, but I don't have an Old Olive ink pad. Just wait, and I'll grab an Old Olive ink pad from the outside here. Somehow my Old Olive ink pad got put out into my craft studio. So I'm going to do that. And I'm also going to use, I think I'm going to use some Fresh Freesia, maybe. Fresh Freesia. And maybe some yellow. So we might do a little bit of Daffodil Delight. Okay. All right. So I'm going to, with this stamp, I'm going to mount it up. So it's a photopolymer stamp. So with the photopolymer stamps, it's really great because you are able to see through and see where you're stamping. So that's one of the beauties of photopolymer stamping. The only issue that with photopolymer stamping is if your surface is not definitely nice and even, you'll find that you will have a hard time getting a really nice, good, crisp stamped image. And if that's the case, then you should actually use one of our pierce mats. So I've got my pierce mat here that I'm going to bring in and use underneath. So the pierce mat just gives a little bit of cushioning and allows you to be able to Okay, so Melinda's saying it will be with those papers. Yes, it will be with the papers. So if you're saying is the SUITE-A-LICIOUS Club, you will get the paper, the ribbon, and the embellishment. And you will get a video from myself, and you'll get a video from Rose Ward, and we do 3 fun folds each. So it costs $70 to do it, but you get the paper, the ribbon, and the embellishments. All right, so I'm actually going to ink up this, and I normally, when I've got a big block, I tend to like to turn it over that way. Now I haven't actually stamped, I haven't used this before, so I'm going to use a scrap piece of paper just to stamp on and smoosh it. Now it's something that I do with photopolymer stamps, because that smooshing technique, just any residue, any buildup that maybe the ink might repel on your photopolymer stamp, that will actually remove it. So, all right, so I'm actually going to stamp this smack bang in the middle of that white piece there. Actually, no, I've changed my mind. I'm going to do it a little bit different. I'm going to do one up the top and one down the bottom. I'm going to do 2 of them. I think I can fit it on a bit of paper. Can I do 2 of them? Yes, I can. So I'm going to do one up here, like that. Thank you for sharing, Kay. And I'm also going to do one down the bottom here. I'm going to turn it around, and I'm going to do, can we fit one there? Right there. I think we can. One there like that. So I've stamped one up the top and one down the bottom, like that. Okay. Now I'm going to clean that one off, and I'm going to take the other stamp. And the reason I'm cleaning it off is because I don't have another block that size here with me at the moment. So I'm going to take it off and put the other stamp on. Now the Stampin' Scrub is really, really one of the best cleaners for photopolymer stamps and for your red rubber stamps. It is, it's got that nice little brush feel to it. So because it's got that brushy feel to it, it's really, it gets right in, gets into all the crevices and the grooves with your, now I just wanted to lay that down and let it lay naturally so that it will actually line up really well. Now you're going to see me, I'm going to line these up. Am I going to line them up? This could be fun. Okay, let's see if that lines up really well. Yep, that's going to line up perfectly. Okay, so can you see that? I can actually line that up over the top of the lined image. So it's not going to be exactly perfect, but that's totally okay that it's not exactly perfect. It'll give more like a watercolored look. So we're going to ink up with our Pear Pizzazz. And we're going to line up over the top. So because we can see through, we can see exactly where, oops, let's get it the right way. We can see exactly where those petals are going to line up, where the leaves are going to line up. So we can line it up over the top there like that and stamp it down. And there you have a really cute stamped image. Now we could actually, if we wanted to, we could maybe stamp that off a little bit. I turned it over, so it's going to go that way. Correct. So all you do is hover over the top and line up where you think it's just about going to line up over the top. And it's not quite lining up. And I think it's due to the fact that we have that little bit of thin bit in the middle. So I feel like I want to just, are you ready for this? Pick this up and move it a little bit. pick it up and move it just a little bit and see if that makes a difference. That's looking a lot better. Okay, look at that one. A bit better. Okay, so there we have our cute little leaf stamped images. I could have probably done it a little bit lighter. So let's, with this one, let's just try it now because we've stamped it. Let's try it with the second stage stamping, so a bit lighter. And see what it looks like. Maybe the lighter look might be a little bit nicer. Oh, the lighter look looks nicer, doesn't it? All right, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take another piece of paper and I'm going to go again because the lighter look looks much better. Okay, I want to see if I've got another one of those blocks. I might. Oh, I do. Look at that. I do. All right, so let's get the other stamp again and let's go again. So we've really got to let this fall where it's going to fall so that we don't actually necessarily change the what can I say, that how it sits. So we've got to let it fall in its own what am I trying to say? Someone give me the words. The words are escaping me this morning. All right, so I'm going to stamp that one. This is in Old Olive. So I'm going to stamp that like that. I'm going to ink it up again. And I'm going to stamp that one up the top. Like that. Okay, so we have that. Now I'm going to ink up with my Pear Pizzazz, but I'm going to stamp off so that we already have some of that ink stamped off, and we're going to line them up. Let's see if that works better. Looks lovely. I think the lighter look looks much better. What do you think? All right. I'm going to ink that up again, stamp it off. And we're going to stamp down on that bottom one. So once again, lining it up, just hovering over the top until you can see that you've just about got it where it needs to be, and then stamp down. Perfect. Much better. I'm much happier with that. All right. Now, our flowers are actually designed to go in here. So I'm going to grab 2 blocks. I'm going to do the same thing with the flowers. I'm just going to let them fall there and pop my block on it so that I get them to fall into place where they need to be. Same thing with that one. Fall there and stamp. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to I'm gonna stamp these on a scrap piece of white, I think, and we can punch them out. Okay, so I'm going to stamp them on a scrap bit of white because we want to use the punch. So I'm going to use my lined image first. So I'm going to ink up with my fresh freesia, like so. And then I'm going to ink up the solid one with my fresh freesia, but I think what I'm going to do is stamp off and then line up those flowers. So same thing again, and I find that when you've got the lined image, it's much easier to line up when you've got the lined image with the solid one. Can you see that? Much easier to line up when you've actually got a lined image that you're looking through. When you've stamped off and you've got the solid image and you've stamped off, if you're using light colors, it's very hard to actually see that obvious where you need to stamp. So I always find that the lined image first is so much easier to stamp and then do the solid image over the top. Okay, so we've got that. Well, that's going to fit perfectly in our punch. So we're going to line it up in our punch, and I just need to cut a little bit. You'll see that this happens with punches. You just need to know how they fit into the punch. So I couldn't get it to turn where I need it to. So see, I've cut the corner off, and then I can get it to turn in the direction that I want it to turn so I can actually punch those flowers. So just going to line that punch up with those flowers and bam, punch those flowers out. Okay, so we have 3 gorgeous flowers here that we can use for the front of this card. So I'm going to grab another scrap piece of paper. Another piece of white cardstock and stamp another 3 flowers. And we might do them in a little bit different color. What color do you think I should use? You'd use a Stamparatus with the stamps. Yes, Stamparatus. If you were doing more than one, yes, I would definitely use a Stamparatus. What colors do you think? I've got Fresh Freesia. What else do you think we should use? Should we use something like Orchid Oasis, or should we use something like Polished Pink? What other colors, flowers should we use? Type it into the comments. All right, so I've got that. Oh, I actually think a blue would be nice. What about, I know that we don't normally have blue flowers. What about Balmy Blue? Balmy Blue, and we could use Night of Navy, or we could use Orchid Oasis with Balmy Blue. Orchid Oasis, Margaret's saying, look what I just got out, Margaret. How good was that? We must have been reading each other's minds. Orchid Oasis and Balmy Blue, or Orchid Oasis and just stamped off. Let's do Orchid Oasis stamped off. Forget about the Balmy Blue. Tell me to put the blue away. Don't do blue. Whatever you do, don't do blue. All right, so let's go again. So we're going to go, I'm going to stamp it down towards the bottom this time and see if I can get it in the punch a little bit better. So we'll do that. Then we'll do Orchid Oasis stamped off on my scrap bit of paper. Okay. Line those up. So pardon me if I get my head in the camera here. So I'm just going to line those up. When you've got them over the top, stamp them down. Colleen's saying Orchid Oasis too. Well, there you go. Orchid Oasis. What do you think, people? Beautiful. Beautiful, if I do say so myself. Okay. So now I'm going to line those up in the punch. So can you see now, because I've actually done that right down towards the bottom of the cardstock, I don't have to cut any cardstock off now to punch. So that's something that you find out with your punches when you go to use them the first time, how they fit into your punch really well. And so obviously with this one, we can't have paper down the bottom here. There we go. Okay. So we have some gorgeous flowers there. So I think what I might do is change up the flowers. So I think if I have the Orchid Oasis one there, I'll have Fresh Freesia little flowers with them like that and that and that. What do you think? Cute? Isn't that just looking so pretty? So pretty. Just stamping and punching out some flowers. Totally so pretty. All right. So I've got Pool Party as my base, which is going to look really, really pretty under here. Okay. I feel like I want to do something like a Fresh Freesia layer to bring in the Fresh Freesia to the card. So I think I'm going to grab a Fresh Freesia layer. Ooh, and I don't have any cuts, so I'm going to have to cut a Fresh Freesia layer, but that's okay. Piece of Fresh Freesia. Okay. So I'm just going to cut my typical layer for the fresh freesia. And that. Now, as I said, if you're not on my email list, please make sure you join that email list, because you will get emails about any of the classes and things that I hold in my craft studio. So I keep you up to date. Now I've got to cut this one down because I know that it's not, it's not cut down. So I'm going to do about a 1/16 of an inch off there, and about another 1/16 of an inch off there. No, that's going to give me, that's not, I'll do a little bit more. Okay, and then I'll cut some off that one there. Okay, so then that gives me a nice border underneath that, like so. Beautiful. All right. So I'm going to fold my card base in half. And use a bone folder. Now I could do, there's some little leaves there too. So I might actually get a scrap piece of paper, and we might stamp some of the leaves as well. I could do Orchid Oasis ribbon. Yep. I have some Orchid Oasis ribbon, so I could easily do some Orchid Oasis ribbon. We'll see how we go. So I'm just going to grab the leaves now, the single leaves, because it's always handy to be able to have some little single leaves that you might be able to want to pop on just to add a little bit more embellishment. So now I've got to look at the way the punch is and how the leaf is going to be. So it's, I'll pop that on there, and I'll pop that on there. Yep. Okay. So we have, it's going to end up being that way. So I need to go a little bit like that, at an angle like that, to get these leaves to punch out. So the reason is I've looked at the, can you see how the punch is? So I've looked at the punch, like, so it's a little bit like that for them to be able to get punched out. And I'll grab my scrap bit of paper and pop them there. I'm wondering, am I doing that the wrong way? Yeah, that one looks like it's fitting better. But there we have some little leaves. And then, of course, we're going to just pop them into the punch. Hopefully we can line that up, which we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So I've got that. Let's pop that ink away. That. Okay. Get rid of my, clean up my desk here a little bit. Okay. And you know what? I've got a couple of little flowers hanging around here. This is out of the other suite. I may add these. So this is out of the Sentimental Park suite. And the reason I've got some flowers hanging around is because I actually did my Stamps Club video and had my Stamps Club video, so I had some of the kits and I had some of the flowers and things left over. So we may be able to add some of those little flowers to it as well, because I have them hanging around. So we'll see. All right. So I'm going to glue that to my base. Yeah, the Orchid Oasis to tie in the colour. Yep. We can do that. Just because you asked me to, Inika, that's why I'm going to do it. All right. So we've got some fresh freesia coming in behind there onto our pool party base. I'll grab the ribbon. There's one that's opened. I was going to say I've got some Orchid Oasis ribbon here opened, tangled around my ribbon holder, but I've got it. Okay, so we might do a little bit of ribbon going straight through the middle, because you know me, I have to have ribbon. Thanks, Inika. Inika's saying that I'm awesome. Okay. I just like doing what people ask me to do. I think it's great because we get ideas, like for people to tell me suggestions. That's great. It helps us with our crafting and it helps us get a different idea. And you know what? I love that you can have some input into what I do. It feels like you're crafting with me. Okay. All right. So we have that. So now what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to start to arrange those flowers. So as I said, I'll grab my, I've got Orchid Oasis ink open here. We don't need that. All right. So I'm going to grab my Highland Heather, fresh freesia flower. I'm going to pop him down there. And of course, we're going to do the Orchid Oasis flowers. I might put one down, but pop the other one up, I think. So I'm just going to liquid glue. And this is just what I do. I just play around and whatever starts to look nice, that's what I do. Okay, so that one. Where did my other... Okay, where did the other Orchid Oasis flower... There it is. I was thinking, where did it go? Okay, we're going to pop him up on a dimensional. And pop him up just there. How cute is that? And then of course we've got some leaves that we can pop in. We'll do that. We'll get this one popped up down the bottom here. So I'm going to do, wrong one. The Orchid Oasis one I want to pop up. Okay, so let's go. And we could even just curl these flowers a little bit too, just to get a little bit more dimension happening. I could have done that, but now I've glued them on, but let's see. We can do it even though it's glued on. Who says we can't? Look at that. We can still get that to happen. Just add a little bit of dimension so that they look like they're popping up off the page. Hey, Leslie, glad you could join us. All right, so we've got that one. Got this one. I'll curl it up a little bit. All right. And we'll pop that one maybe just in there. And then I think the other little one will glue him down, but we'll scrunch him up a little bit. And glue him just in there. How pretty is this looking? Now I want to, that one's flat and I want to scrunch it up. Now that I've started to scrunch them all up, I want to scrunch that one up too. I want it to scrunch. There we go. We've got it scrunched up a little bit. Look at that. Much better. All right, so I've got some of these leaves here, so I'm just going to, with these leaves, give them a little bit of a scrunch as well. And we'll tuck one of them in just under there. We'll tuck another little one, we'll scrunch it up. Yes, new celebration items, Melinda. Yes. Yes, they came out yesterday. What's today? Yeah, yesterday was the first, wasn't it? Yes. See, I don't even know what day it is. Yesterday. In our Facebook group, it would have been in the announcements, Melinda, in the Wild Heart Crafters team page. Rosalind would have popped it in the announcements for you all. So we have new celebration items. So they've added some extra things for celebration items. So and it's sort of, it's what happens. We get a little bit bored with what we've already got. Like if we're an avid crafter, we've mostly bought and earned the free things in the first month. So they have to bring us out new things for the second month so that we don't get bored. So you can see there, the leaves have just really added to that card. See, Melinda, you should have saved your order until yesterday. Please don't tell me you got on and ordered the pre-order the new suite. So we've got new things coming, people. Like, honestly, Stampin' Up! Always keep us busy. There's never a time that we could be bored with what we've got because they're always bringing us new things to excite us again. So we have a brand new suite. I've ordered my brand new suite. They're what they're calling online exclusive products, and they will only, they're not published in a catalog. You will only see them on our online store. Now, a lot of people say to me, I don't go onto the online store. Now, the reason why they're doing that is to direct you to the online store because you can see absolutely everything that we have available at the online store. Now, that doesn't mean that if you're one of my customers that calls me and places your order over the phone, you can still totally place your order over the phone. It is no drama, but the only way that you get to look at the online exclusives is to actually go to the online store and see them. They're not there yet, people, so don't go looking yet. They're not there yet. They don't come until the 1st of March. But for us as demonstrators, we're able to get our hands on them now. So that's another reason why you would absolutely want to take me up on one of the awesome joining specials. Just saying, news alert, we have a great joining special. So we have 3 options. For $210, you get to choose $315 worth of product and get the mini boho, like so cute. Or if you don't want the blue one, you want a white one. If it doesn't go with your craft decor, then totally you can go the white mini for $210 and you get to choose $315 worth of product. Or you can just do the basic. If you don't want the mini at all, you can just do the basic, which is $169, and you get to choose $315 worth of product. Plus, you can actually, the new suite that has come out, the new products that has come out that we all got to pre-order as demonstrators yesterday, you can pop that in your starter kit. So if you're interested, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to get you hooked up with that. Okay, now I found out something about these. I didn't know this, but can you see? This is from the Sentimental Park. So I've got some labels that are here. So I was just like, but that one's too big. But I wanted to show you something really, really special about these. Can you see how we've got this cut bit here? So that's out of this one here, this bundle, Sentimental Park. But this slips in underneath those cutout bits, and it then puts like flowers. Hang on, I'll get that bit under. It then puts like flowers over the top of the white. Can you see that? How cute is that? I actually seen a friend of mine, Liz Yule, do this the other day, and I was like, I didn't know that. I wondered why that was like that. So I actually learnt from another demonstrator that you could do that. So I was like, well, that's really cute. But you know what? I think this one is going to look super cute on here in amongst that. I think that's going to look really cute. So let's try. We need to use a sentiment out of that set anyway, because this one here, the Petal Park, doesn't have any sentiments. So we need a sentiment. So I think I'm just going to say, thinking of you. I think I can get that on there. Thinking of you. Where's the word thinking? Is that the word thinking? No. Let's celebrate. Is that the word thinking of? There we go. Thinking of. So let's get that on the block. And let's get the U on a block. U. So as you can see, this suite is super, super nice. So, you know, SUITE-A-LICIOUS could be exactly what you need to be registering for. So in case you came in late, Rose and I have chosen the Regency Park as our SUITE-A-LICIOUS club for this month. So if you are falling in love with this, why not register for our SUITE-A-LICIOUS club, where you get the designer series paper, you get the Night of Navy ribbon. I'm going to stamp that down there because I want to get it down there as low as I possibly can, because I want to cut that back down a little bit. Then I think I'll do the Orchid Oasis for the thinking of. Somehow I've got a blob of something on there. I don't know whether it's... It didn't hinder anything. Can you see the white blob there? Look at the white blob. It looks like it's a bit of I don't know, a bit of die cut rubbish that's fallen out, but it's on my stamp. So anyway, all good. So I'm going to trim that one down. So I'm just going to trim it down as little as I possibly can. And that's going to go here. And thinking of, I think I might, are you ready for it? Fussy cut it. Yep, you heard me. Fussy cut it so that we can get it looking a little bit thinner. I felt like it was, I love the scrolly writing, but I just felt like it was too thick with all that cardstock around it. So if we fussy cut it, we get a much finer look for that sentiment. And as you can see, I'm just moving the cardstock around, but fussy cutting sentiments changes the whole look of that sentiment. And I can tell you there's sometimes that we just have to fussy cut. I know that there's a lot of you screaming out there, I don't want to fussy cut, I hate it. But sometimes it just makes it so much better. So if you wanted to register for SUITE-A-LICIOUS, the link is in the show more box down below. If you want to register for my monthly card class, coffee and card class, so you can see, look, how much better is that, having it a lot finer? We definitely needed it, didn't we? All right. So I think I'm going to glue straight down. Actually, no, I'm going to pop both of them up. Just because I can. I'm going to pop both of them up. Okay, so let's do regular dimensional in behind my U. I might actually trim that instead of it being straight. Can I trim it at an angle? I think I'm going to trim this bit at an angle just to give it so it doesn't look so block looking. Oh, well, I can relate a little bit with you, Anika. Not actually in my neck, but I'm having a needle in my knee next Wednesday. So apparently, I don't actually. It's not a steroid. It's not a cortisone needle. It's actually what they pump this liquid into your joint, into your knee joint, and apparently it's like having Botox in your knee joint. So apparently what it does is it then cushions all the knee joint and stops the knee joint from being sore. So that's what I have to look forward to next week. So that'll be Wednesday. So I'll be out of action. Well, I've actually got my mum and dad have got to come and take me to the hospital to be able to get it done. Or not to the hospital, to the radiology place. So Melinda's saying that she's keen to try out her stamps club because Melinda has this set now. Well, it should have been delivered, Melinda. It's arrived, hasn't it? Please tell me it's arrived. All right, so I'm just going to pop that one up on there. So using some normal dimensionals, so I'm just going to trim those outside bits. Actually, I could just go bam, bam. Let's just do that so it saves me time. That, and plus it'll straddle my ribbon a bit better. And that. Yeah, well, Julie, I thought they might have been going to give me a metal knee, but they obviously they probably think I'm too young for that anyway, but yeah. It's actually the cartilage behind my knee is damaged, behind my kneecap. Apparently it's damaged. It's got bits and pieces all hanging off it, and it's all got grooves running down it, apparently. Lord knows. Anyway, so I'm just going to pop that in. I'm going to take that flower out of in there because I feel like it's wasted in there, and I don't want to waste a flower. So I'm just going to pop that in there. And then this one, I think I'm going to pop a little bit of glue. It can pop. Oh, it could pop there. What do you think? Do I want to pop it there and then I'll put a bow over there? I think I will. And I think I want to pop it up on a dimensional because I can. So there's no reason why I can't just change the design that I had there. Just whip one of those flowers off and put it in another spot. We'll pop that one there. Cute. Thinking of you. Then, of course, we need a bit of a ribbon, a bit of a bow happening. Okay. So let's do a cute bow. Oh, I'm all fingers this morning. That bow didn't want to happen, but it has now. It was not playing nice. It's still not playing nice, but anyway, we'll get there slowly. Look at that. Trim, trim. Okay, and then of course the bow. Oh, doesn't it look super pretty with the bow? So let's grab a glue dot. We'll pop a glue dot on there. We didn't need that Daffodil Delight. I don't know. I actually think I want to put a bit of Daffodil Delight in the middle of the flowers. So I think I'm probably going to grab a Daffodil Delight. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not going to grab a Daffodil Delight thing. I'm going to grab my Milky Dots. The Milky Dots. And we will pop some Milky Dots in the middle of our flowers because we can. Look at that. Oh, now that just takes it to a whole new level. Those Milky Dots just set that off, don't they? What are your thoughts on that? That's quite cute. All right, so I think I want to do a little bit of spritzing because I like a bit of spritzing. So I'm going to do a little bit. I'm just going to take my Stampin' Right marker, the tip in the end, and just spritz around just to add that little bit of spritzing. What do you think? All right, so I need an insert. Let me see if I've got an insert just here somewhere. Surely I have an insert. Yeah, there's one there. So we need to do an insert for the card. So let's just do, I like those flowers. I really like those flowers. So let's do a couple of those flowers again. So we'll do the Orchid Oasis ink as the lined image. We will go, how are we going to go here? We'll go like that. And then we will use Orchid Oasis stamped off on the scrap, which I've just done. And we will line that up over the top like that. We can do a couple of little leaves because we've got the leaves here. So why not do a couple of little leaves with our Pear Pizzazz? So we can do a little leaf here. We can do another leaf coming out through here and here and here. And we might do no, I think I'm just going to leave it at that. I know that little flower out there looks like it's out there, but I think I'm going to leave it at that. Let's grab the scrap again to stamp off. So we'll just grab a scrap. We'll stamp off and stamp on. Stamp off and on, off and on. Oh, nearly forgot to stamp off. Okay, that. And then, of course, we will spritz again with our spritzer. Let's go. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And look at that. Okay. And then, of course, we will add that to the inside of the card. Like so. And then, of course, we could also decorate an envelope. So let's bring in an envelope and let's grab those flowers again and ink up. Now this time I'm actually going to just pop some paper in underneath here. I'm actually just going to stamp just those couple like that. Then of course I'll grab the other stamp. We will stamp it off and then we will stamp it on like so. We can spritz. We can add some leaves because we can. And leaves. So we can go One there, one here, and one through there, and maybe another little one peeking in through there. Look at that. Stamp off, on, off, on. There you have a gorgeous envelope to go with your card. What do you think? All right, well, there you go. That is using the Petal Park stamp set, using the punch that goes with it, also using the Sentimental Park stamp set as well. Okay, so so as you can see, a super cute card using that gorgeous set. So once again, as I said, if you are interested in joining us for our SUITE-A-LICIOUS class, that is one of the bundles that we'll be using, plus using the gorgeous designer series paper that goes with it. But it is a really, like you can see, a stunning set, using that gorgeous bundle paired in with the Sentimental Park bundle, because the Sentimental Park bundle with the sentiments and the dies absolutely go beautifully with it. So if you are interested in joining my Wild Heart Crafters community, then please feel free to reach out. I am more than happy to answer any questions you may have. If you wanted to give me a call, there's my phone number, or should I say, there's my phone number on the bottom of the screen, and I would be more than happy to answer any questions you may have. But it's a super awesome special at the moment, and it is really the best way to buy Stampin' Up! Products. Plus, you not only, once you get to join my Wild Heart Crafters community, you earn a 20% discount. So you get a 20% discount, plus you get to be a part of our Wild Heart Crafters community, and we help you and guide you with your stamping. We have a great community. We have weekly challenges. We have monthly team meetings. If you're more business minded, you may want to do some business training. I offer free business training to all of my team members. So my team members are able to do the free training, and I do a weekly video every week, and it's always tried and true practices of what I do in my business and what has helped me build a foundation of my business. And in case a few of you didn't realize, I actually earned the next incentive trip, and I had to put a disclaimer on there because it's 0.001% of demonstrators earn these incentive trips. So I'm super excited. I've actually earned the incentive trip to go to Mexico next year. So that will be really fun. But it's just part and parcel of my hard work that I do in my business. And I want to thank each and every one of my team members, my customers, and even all of you avid followers that follow me here on YouTube and Facebook, because I couldn't do it without all of your support. So I just want to thank you very much. I'm so excited that I have just earned another trip, and but I can honestly tell you it is a lot of hard work, and yes, it's not the common practices of a normal demonstrator. It doesn't mean that when you jump on and you join that you're going to be earning these trips, because I can tell you it took me a long time to earn the first one and to build a solid foundation to my business. But it is really exciting that I've actually done that again. So my daughter said to me, it looks like we're off to Mexico next year. And I'm like, who says you're coming? But anyway, so she's actually heading to, I'm going to Norway in May this year. And Denny is actually coming along with me, and we're doing a 12-day Europe tour as well. So we're doing 12 days a European world tour. Then we're coming back and spending 3 days in London. And then we get on the boat at Southampton and we go on a 7-day cruise through the Norwegian fjords. So it is super exciting to be able to do these things and travel. And I get to meet all of my Stampin' Up! Buddies from all around the world too, that have also earned the trip. So we actually, for us as demonstrators, honestly, they could put us in a hotel somewhere, anywhere, as long as we are all together and we actually get that chance to network and that chance to actually see our friends all over the world. Because through the lovely world of the internet, we get to see and meet all these people, but it's nothing compared to actually being with them in person and being able to do that. So yeah. Anyway, until next time, everybody, if anyone's interested in that starter kit special, please feel free to reach out to me. I'll be happy to answer any questions. If you really want to know more about it, you may want to think about the I Love Stamping event that I'm having, because I can explain a lot more about it. And you can actually it's going to be held via a Zoom call, the online one. So if you wanted to jump onto the online one, now when you register for the I Love Stamping event, everyone's been saying to me, I registered, but it said that I'm coming to the in-person event. The way I had to do the registration, instead of doing more than one event, I had to have it all in combined. So it's okay. It doesn't matter as long as you're registered. So you're on my email list. If you are attending the Zoom one, then by all means, I will send out the Zoom link towards the beginning of that week. If you're attending the in-person one, can you please let me know? Can you please, when you register, please pop me an email, flick me a message and let me know that you're planning on coming to the in-person event. So the in-person one is on the 13th of February, and it's here in my house in Beaudesert. And I have a 9:30 time slot in the morning, and I also have a 6:30 p.m. time slot in the night. So for the people that are working, I can do it of a night time. So if you're interested, if you've got some friends that may want to learn a little bit more about what our Wild Heart Crafters community is about and what being a part of Stamping Up, and whether the starter kit is something for you, there's different ways of buying, and it's a one-on-one session that you'll be able to come, have a cup of coffee, craft with me. We're going to make a couple of simple, easy cards so you can see what the products do, and just ask any questions you may have. So if you're interested in that, the link is in the show more box down below on YouTube, and it's also in the description of this video. If you are on my email list, you will get emails out about it, so with the registration link. So if you want to register for my coffee and card class, and also for my SUITE-A-LICIOUS, the SUITE-A-LICIOUS email will be going out very, very soon. So if you haven't, when I jump off this video, I'm going to send the email out. So if you're not on my email list, please jump on my email list and I'll be able to send it out, or otherwise the link is in the description of the video. So thank you, everyone. And until next time, happy crafting. Have a lovely day, and I will see you all